Hello, Gaston County. Welcome to episode number 193 of Gaston's Great, a podcast highlighting some of the positive things happening in and around Gaston County. I'm your host, Stephen Long. We're coming to you once again from the worldwide headquarters of GSM Services right here in downtown Gastonia. We are very happy to have Locke Bell on the podcast today and looking forward to hearing about his personal, professional, and leadership journey. If you don't know Locke, he is the retired district attorney of Gaston County. He's a Rotarian. We happen to attend church together, and he's just someone that I know who is committed to our local community. Locke, it's great to have you on, and welcome to the podcast.
Great to be here.
Absolutely. So, the first question we'd like to get on with so our listeners just tell us a little bit about yourself, anything that you'd like to share.
Briefly, I grew up in Greensboro and moved here in 1984.
Okay.
And it's funny, Gastonia was not the place I would have thought I'd end up, but it has been the greatest place in the world. I have absolutely loved living in Gaston County.
Yeah. All right. So that was too short, and I know there's so much more about telling your story, but let's, get into,
Well, I went to Chapel Hill. I know you went to State. I went to Chapel Hill.
We can cut that part. We'll just edit that part out.
Graduated with a degree in religion.
You know what? I don't think I knew that part.
Yeah. 10 years. Yeah, we used to meet in catacombs under Keenan Stadium, in the middle of the night. And then about when I was 30, I went back to law school at Wake Forest.
Okay.
Got out of law school in late 83, passed bar, and then came down here.
All right. So what? All right. So I have two quick questions. So, well, the first question we like to typically ask: what inspired you to get into your line of work, career? But what led you to religion first, and then I would think maybe it should always be but lawyers need religion later. But I'm just kidding. So, just tell us that story of going from that to and then deciding to go to law school.
I don't know what led me into religion except my interest in God.
Yeah. Okay.
And first, when I was at Chapel, I had this idea that you had to be perfectly religious in order to major in religion. And finally, I figured out, no, you don't have to be perfect. You can be as flawed as I am. And
that grace thing is wonderful, isn't it?
Isn't it wonderful? And then went on an archaeological expedition in Beersheba in the Negev.
Really?
And
wow.
That was in 72. And that's when I said, okay, yes, I do want to major in religion.
Interesting.
And then law school, well, okay, my mother was a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
My uncle was a lawyer. My grandfather, my great-grandfather died. He died, I don't know, it keeps going back. So I was brought up to be a lawyer. I got away from it. And then, so when I got around 30, I decided to be a lawyer in spite of my family rather than because of my family. But it took about 7 or 8 years of doing other things. So that's how I ended up in law school.
Yeah, well, I'm familiar with that, right? So my dad went to engineering school, uncle went to engineering school, brother went to engineering school, sister-in-law went to engineering school, and then I married a Tar Heel. So. I'm not sure how all that how that happened, but that was for better for me. So I'm familiar with that in spite of,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, all right, long professional career. What led you to the DA's office?
Well, when I was a kid in Greensboro, I would actually, as a young kid, let's say 10, 12 years old, I would hitchhike downtown, which you could do back then. And I would go to the courthouse, and I would go and sit in court and watch.
Wow.
And I was this little kid, little towhead blonde sitting in the back watching court. And I was fascinated by it. My mother had quit practicing because she had 5 kids. But I was fascinated. So when I went to law school, I knew that criminal law was going to be my main area of interest. Now, I did others, but criminal was the key interest.
Was there anything that, besides that, something that inspired you, a movie, a book, or something? I know I love the movie. Gosh, what's it with Henry Fonda? 12 Angry Men. Man, I love that movie. Anything like that catch you or